welcome. My name is Christina from Empowered Creator. I am a mindset and conscious manifesting teacher and coach, and this is my YouTube channel. Here I talk about all things law of assumption, mindset, conscious manifesting, the quantum universe, and a lot more. And my goal is to simplify everything without the fluff. So if you guys like this content and you would like to see more of it, I would love it if you would subscribe to this channel, comment on this video, like it, share it, and stick around. Also, if you need help with your specific situation, I offer one-on-one coaching, email coaching, small group coaching, as well as custom subliminals for whatever needs you may have. So if you're interested in any of these services, the links are below in the description box. Click on them and they're going to take you to my website. With all that being said, let's dive into today's video. In today's video, I want to give you guys a reminder that no matter what you're manifesting, no matter what desire or desires you are manifesting into your 3D reality, you only have yourself to convince. That means there is nothing, absolutely nothing, standing between you and the manifestation of your desire. No matter how crazy this might sound, no matter how out there this might sound, it still is the truth. Because every manifestation depends on where your consciousness is at each given time. So this is what I'll be discussing in today's video. Stay tuned. So you guys, here's the thing. We do live in a 3D world. We tend to get caught up in circumstances. We tend to get caught up in what we see as blocks and what we see as obstacles and what we see as difficulties for our manifestation to pan out in the 3D. At times, we may feel like the world is against us. At times, the 3D might be showing the exact opposite of what we want. Or maybe we're not seeing any movement at all. Maybe we've been manifesting whatever the desire is for a while and we're still not seeing any changes in the 3D. And that makes us question things. But the truth is, what ends up manifesting in our 3D at any given time is 100% completely dependent on where our consciousness is at each given time. And so the things we may be seeing as obstacles, the things we may be seeing as competition, the things that we may be seeing as blocks to our desire coming into our 3D, only seem to be this way, only feel this way, we perceive them this way, because this is where our dominant state is. This is where our dominant consciousness is at that given time. It is not the external circumstance, it is not what we see as an obstacle, it is not what we see as a block, it is actually our own consciousness that we put on it, it's our own attention and our own focus that we put on it, and the negative, unfavorable, unserving story that we create around it, the label we attach on it, the meaning that we give it, and how we make it mean that if this exists, if that external fact or that external situation or whatever it might be exists, that means I cannot have my manifestation, or that means my manifestation is so much more difficult. In reality, you still only have yourself to convince. The external circumstance, whatever that might be, does not have to have the meaning that you have given it. The other person that you might be seeing as competition, whether it's for a specific person or for a job or for your career, a promotion, or whatever it might be, you only see them as competition because that's where your consciousness is. You are seeing competition. You are not realizing that you are your only competition. The family objections that you are perhaps seeing as obstacles to a relationship, or perhaps the time that has passed since you broke up with your specific person, or perhaps you're still thinking and you're still remembering things that they have told you in the 3D, in the past, and it might be even in the distant past. All these things are your obstacles, all these things are your circumstances because you have said so. All these things are your obstacles and your circumstances because you have decided that they are. If you were looking at your manifestation from a different point of view and in a different light, these things could very well not have been circumstances or obstacles or difficulties or blocks. It's only the meaning that you have given them, and it's how you've interpreted them, and what you have made them mean about you and your desire, and the odds of it manifesting in your 3D. So this is why I said, at the end of the day, you only have yourself to convince. Your only competition is yourself. Your only circumstance is that you haven't been able to convince yourself yet that your desire is possible, that you are worthy of your desire, that you deserve your desire, that what you desire desires you back, that if you change your consciousness, if you change your focus, and you go within and start assuming a different reality with your specific person, or about the money that you want to get, or about the career you want to change, or about the job you want to get, or about the business you want to start, or the car you want to have, or the house you want to have, or your health, or your fitness, or your social life, or whatever it might be, then all of a sudden, these don't matter anymore. If you convince yourself that your desire is possible, that your desire is yours, that your desire is coming, that you're worthy of it, that you deserve it, that it's meant for you, it's been given to you by your higher self because it's meant for you, you are meant to experience it, then you truly have no circumstances, you have no obstacles, you have no blocks, you have no competition. You are the competition. You guys, you need to realize that. You are your own competition, but that's also the good news. You're your only competition. So once you convince yourself, then your whole reality changes. Your whole reality changes to reflect that inner shift. It's not about you going against the outside world and going against the current and going against the circumstances. It's about you transcending your own self. It's about you transcending your own ego mind. Your ego mind that is trying to keep you stuck in the familiar and in your comfort zone, even if that is not what's best for you, even if it's not what you want, that's telling you all these lies about yourself, about other people, about your relationships, about your life, about your circumstances, about the world. Once you transcend that, and once you're able to rise above and rise higher than that, you are going to see a completely different reality. And you are going to feel the shift first internally. You're going to know it. There's no way you're going to miss it because you will feel completely differently. Because what you're now seeing as obstacles, what you're now seeing as blocks, what you're now seeing as unfavorable circumstances are not going to matter anymore within you first. And then the 3D is going to follow suit and reflect that to you. So you only have yourself to convince because the whole point of this journey is for you to realize exactly that. That you have no competition, you have no circumstances to transcend, you have no blocks, no difficulties, no obstacles. It's only the obstacles in your own mind. It's only your own self that is the obstacle. It's only your own self that is the competition. The whole point of this journey is your self-mastery and transcending your own self, transcending the obstacles posed by your own self, which are usually imaginary obstacles. And in the process, you also get your desires and you get to enhance your life and you get to live a more pleasant life, which is great, which is fantastic. That is, let's say, a desirable side effect to you attaining self-mastery, to you transcending yourself. And as your consciousness continues to expand, you're transcending yourself more and more and more and more. And that is the journey, you guys. But you only have yourself to convince because the only thing that's standing between you and your desire is you, yourself. So realize that and start going within. Start putting your consciousness where it matters. Start putting your consciousness in ways that align with what you actually want, with your best life, with your best goals, with your best desires. And the 3D has no choice but to actually follow that shift and reflect that change. With all that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video here. I intend that this has helped. As always, I very much appreciate you guys being on this channel, watching this content. I love making this content for you. And as always, I look forward to seeing you all at the next video. Until then, take care and bye-bye.